wanna kill me
Musini
better.
advice.
Usini advice.
Musini advice. Musini
Advice. Usini advice.
Musini advice. Musini advice.
Pereka mshene huko, sina time kanyaga.
Musini advice.
Lazima nipige sherehe before bana nizeeke.
Blessings and knocking is a new down. Kicking off the show with Usini Advice by Kapi, Godi Trema, Tipsy G, and Motive Didan, Abaton to the universe. Hey yo, and good morning again from RTV. It is your boy Amuna, and this is the sign-in show. Remember, we meet here every morning to motivate, support, encourage, and not to forget, celebrate each other as we go about our different endeavors. Today is a Friday and we kick off the show with Usini Advice because it's a party day. Leo form ni sherehe, let nobody advise you. And that brings me to the topic for today. Advice. I want to look at the word advice from all angles. One, looking at it from the aspect of this generation. Is this generation really not seeking advice, or are they how do you say, unruly? Is this generation unruly? Do you guys feel that way? Because I've heard people saying that, hey, what are you squeezy, where's your show? Hey, where's your show? And then they give you a song saying, Pereka mushene huko, usini advice. Yeah? Yes. As Cam Cardinali said, peleka injili yako huko. Do you guys think this generation is not taking advices? Do you? Have you tried to advise a young person in this time and they said, bro, what, nini, we niache bana, pereka injili yako huko. Have you? Because most people are complaining. But again, that aside about this generation, I wanna talk about this issue. I think it's very important. I read it somewhere. Do you know that people's advices can hurt you? People's advices can actually hurt your future. Yes, I said it. People's advices can hurt your future. Because you see, when people advise you, they tell you in accordance to their own experiences, their own prejudices, their own fears. But it doesn't really mean that you'll have to face the same thing, does it? It doesn't guarantee that you'll go through the same path. Maybe you're doing the same thing. Maybe you're all doing the same thing, similar thing. But you see, you guys have different destinies. So it doesn't mean that maybe the way they did or the way things worked for them will really work for you. You know, sometimes you tend to take advices from everyone. Somebody tells you blah, another one says you blah, another one says you blee. And then you're even confused. You don't know what to do now because everyone is telling you, everyone has a say about what you're doing. Especially when you have something good going on. Everybody will want to advise you. And there's a time I had an idea. It was still young. And I will share it with some of my friends and I'm like, what do you think? And some of them really wanted me to change the structure of the whole of it. Like, I think they didn't understand what I wanted from that. So they told me according to what they would prefer, what they think people would prefer. And maybe that is not what I wanted. So it's key. That is just an example to draw you close so that, you know, it's key to understand, to discern the advices that you take from people. It is key that you discern the advices that you take from people. So, because some people can really hurt your future, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Some people might see you have a good thing going on and advise you in a very bad way that you never recover back. Some will mean it in the best way possible, but maybe it is not what you were meant for, not what you're meant to do, not what you intended to do. And then it ends up hurting your future because you divert away from what could have been the it of you. So it's important, guys, as you go out there about your activities, as you share with your friends, discern and see. Don't let the advices overshadow your own thinking. Let your thinking or your goal come first, and then the advices should be just some nourishment, very complementary to what you already have. and learn to discern so that you know which to carry along and which one to not carry along. And also, in line with that, don't be arrogant. When people advise you, also don't listen. Just listen. Listen to what people say, because people have things. People have gone through the same things that you're going through. Maybe not the same, but maybe the same. Maybe not the same thing, but maybe some have gone through the same thing. Maybe it won't happen the same way to you, but discern. Learn to discern the advices. Let it enter through here. Don't let it leave already. Process and see what can you pick from every advice. Because for real, some advices will be meant to hurt your future. Yeah? You might be wanting to cook ugali. Amaluya, of course. You might be wanting to cook ugali, but people will advise you on how much flour you don't have. Let me say it properly. Yeah? Yeah. You, as a person, might be looking to cook ugali. But because people look at the amount of flour that you have, they'll advise you not to cook ugali. They'll prefer you to make porridge, looking at the flour that you have right now. Yes, you might be wanting to cook ugali, but because you're taking people's advices, looking at the flour that you have right now, they might convince you, they might advise you to rather cook porridge instead of ugali. Remember, this is not about porridge and ugali. Let it get down your system. Yes, so how do you guys discern? How do you discern the advices that you get from people? Because, like I said, I repeat again, people's advices can really hurt your future. So bad. So bad. It happens. But people won't tell you until you fail, and then they'll say, see, the people who are advising him. You even see it on Twitter, people wondering, who is advising the president? So it means that people's advices can really hurt your future. Never let it, any day, never let people's advices overshadow your reasoning. Let your reason come first, and then people's advices follow. To just support or to correct what you missed. But let your intuition, let your thinking, let your decision be the it, because you know why, and God knew why He instilled the decision in you. God knew why He did the purpose in you. So you just be you. Don't let the advices derail you from the track, because it happens to many people, many people. A lot of people are smoking weed because of their friends. You don't like that talk, yes, but yeah. I'm not saying weed is bad or good, but a lot of people are smoking it because of their friends, their boyfriends, their girlfriends, or whatever. So, that is a clear example that people's advices can really derail you. So be careful in this journey called life. Don't just take advices from everyone. There's a saying that said, don't take advices from everyone, because even fools grow old. No, let me say it again. Don't take advices from everyone you think is older than you, because even fools grow old. That is a very dope quote. Because some people might be older, they might be the age of your dad, and they think they're just entitled to advise you because they are older. No, fools grow older too. And maybe whatever he was facing when he was your age is not the same things running the world right now. It's like right now advising somebody on career when there are more than 10,000 careers popping up that never were there before. It's crazy. Not that you should not take advice, but be very careful on what you're listening to. Yeah? Yes. Remember, we are here every day. Blessings knocking, it's a new dawn. Go out there and catch as many worms as you can, like the early birdie that you are. Remember, we are rooting for you each and every day. We want you to win. Go out there, man. Conquer. It might not look like you're winning today, but there is tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. There is next week, next month, next year, 10 years to come. It's never too late to win, remember. You will always win. Keep doing what you're doing, and we are rooting for you. This is the Sign-In Show, and I am your boy Amuna, always here with another topic. Tell me, how do you design your advices? And do you think that people's advices can really hurt your future? Do you have an instance where people advised you on something and it really turned out as bad as it turned out? Tell me and let's talk. Let's go.
Usini advice, mi usini advice, mi usini advice.
Pereka mshene huko, sina time weka nyaka.
Mi usini advice.
Lazima nipige sherehe.